Hey, boo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Horny child, it is a time in the land. Girl. So I'm inside today, but y'all can see all that beautiful vitamin D coming up on your girl, okay? I had to change it up, okay? But, girl, let me just tell y'all, let me set y'all down here real quick, bro. Let me just set y'all down for a minute. Because I got some real talk for y'all. Because, I mean, I'm in my feelings. And, I feel some kind of way. I mean, let me get y'all straight here now. Let y'all say, bitch, you should have had it straight before you came up on this motherfucker. I know that's right. But no. Seriously, so I got some real talk for y'all. Seriously, y'all. Like I'm all up in my feelings. And yes, I do got on a Minions Band-Aid and shit. Okay, but anyway. Oh, all right. So let's start off with this. Okay. If y'all not subscribed to my Makeup for Dummies channel, or if you are not over there, peeping girl, you better get on over there, girl. Now, let me show y'all something real quick, okay? Don't tell my Makeup for Dummies people, y'all, but I did my eyelashes for the first time. I told them I was going to come on and do a part 2 showing them how I do my eyelashes, and I am. But I had to at least do it for the first time off camera because I was so freaking nervous, okay? When I got ready, let me just show y'all, okay? I ain't do too bad, but I couldn't do that on camera for my first time. Can y'all see that? Girl, I did a wing and a eyelash, girl. But girl, how about it took me about 2 hours, and not hours, 2 hours, girl. No, it ain't take me 2 hours. No, but for real though, I had to do that off camera for the first time. I'm sorry, y'all. I had to do it off camera because I wanted to be able to, I'm just going to bat my ass for a minute. Girl, I wanted to be able to share some things in addition to me doing my eyelashes. I wasn't trying to make it a 3-part series. And as long as it took me to actually put them on, I would not have been able to talk to you all to explain what was going on. Maybe I could have did another video, but I had to do my first time off camera. I'm still new. I'm still a beginner. And when y'all see me do it, y'all gonna see me fucking up. Because I'm telling you, I had a time, child. It was a time in the land. This shit wasn't easy. But that's because I'm not experienced. So now I can come on still as a beginner, just like some of you all may be. And I can share some things that I experienced or some things that you might have to do. You know, when you do your first installment of your lashes, girl. Ooh, girl, look at that. Gorgeous, girl. But, child, that was a time, okay? So, I cheated because I said I was going to come on and let y'all see me do it for the first time. But, okay, y'all going to see me do it for the second time over my Makeup for Dummies channel. And, child, because I struggled and I was nervous. Even though I didn't even have the camera on, I was so nervous because I was fooling around with my eyeballs, okay? Glue and all that shit, and it got all, I ain't want, no. I need to have some tips and tricks for my goddamn self based off of experience. So that's why I wanted to do it my first time. Like I said, anyway, fuck that. Go over to Makeup for Dummies and y'all will see me do install. Anyway, let me tell y'all about my, and girl, I had showed this lippy last night over on my Makeup for Dummies channel. I went over the tools and things that you're going to need in order to do this whole process. And now that I've actually done it on my own, I'm going to tell you some extra tools that you're going to need up in that motherfucker. Okay? But I had showed this. It's called Pout Lip Gloss Matte by LA Colors. Okay? I showed this over there. Now, it says matte. But I forgot. And when I went to go apply my lipstick today, I was like, you know what? I'm going to use that new gloss that I got from the Family Dollar. Because I've never had a gloss this big. Okay, look how big that gloss is. And it has the perfect applicator that I like. And that's what it looked like inside. It's just like a little hole. Child, I'm telling you, if you are a matte girl, if you like matte lipsticks, girl, you better go on down to the Family Dollar and get you some. Girl, I'm telling you, I totally forgot that this was matte. And I don't usually do matte. I don't like matte. I need my lips to move freely when I do like that. But I like the way it looked. You know, I'm big on packaging. This was very cute. And with matte, you can always put a gloss on, so it wasn't a big loss. However, and I know y'all probably saying this ain't makeup for dummies, bitch. Why are you on here talking all that motherfucking shit about lashes and glosses and mattes and all that bullshit? Girl, I know that's right, boy. But this is my channel. I do what I want to do, okay? But anyway, yeah, girl. Child, forgot that this was matte. Put that shit on. When I first put it on, it was all nice and glossy and wet. And I was like, cool, girl. I went to go do like this. Like I went and did something else. Get my earrings or my necklace. And I went to do like that. And girl, it got stuck. I was like, the fuck? Girl. So if you like matte, come in. If you really like matte, this is it. So I had to take a gloss, girl. Oh, all right. Wait a minute. Girl, this is just real. Like, hold on, y'all. Lord, I got two people now. Okay, wait a minute. Hi. How you, man? What's wrong, bro?
Can I go on the computer so I can get Iana's account back?
Yeah, but you gotta wait till I finish doing this video.
I will be quiet though.
No, girl, I got some real talk. You can't be in here while I do this video. Okay? Do me a favor, close that and lock it. And bring me your fan. Because I'm sitting in the sun and I'm hot. Bring me your fan, boo. I'm sorry, y'all. 6 minutes in and I ain't got to this talk yet. Bring me the fan, boo. Shut the door. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm sorry, y'all. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. This is a recording from my kids' school, so I got to hear this. I'm sorry, y'all. And I'm getting hot. Okay. Common Core State Standards. They invited me to come and see that. Okay, cool. I got that. All right. Lord, I need my fan because this sun is hot sitting in front of the sun. I wasn't hot at first, but sitting in front of this sun is hot. When I'm outside doing my vlogs, y'all be seeing me, you know, starting to sweat and stuff. That's why I don't do all that foundation and stuff all the time because all that sweating and stuff, I can't. Put it right there, stink for me, and plug it out. Real quick. Put it on medium so it don't be loud. No, you got to move it back some so it can reach the plug. As soon as my daughter finished helping me out, girl, I'm gonna get with that while I'm in my feelings. So let me just talk about this. I can talk about this while she in here until she finished. When you watch people on YouTube and you've been watching them for a while, and if they are everyday regular vloggers, put it on like medium and turn it around this way. All right, thank you. Hey, Shauna. Listen, if I get too deep into my video conversation, because Daddy probably going to get ready to call me soon to tell me he on the way. If I don't answer, he probably going to call your phone. Tell him I'm doing a video, and that's why I didn't answer the phone. Okay. All right, thank you. All right, Stink, thanks. Turn that back around. Thank you. All right, shut the door. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. My son was knocking at the front door because he just got from football practice, and my daughter was knocking on my studio door because she wanted to ask me something. Okay, you know what? My husband. I told you. Hello? Hey, boo. I'm sitting here doing a video. I just got finished telling Shauna that if you call and I'm too into the video, I'm not going to answer. You'll probably call her phone and to tell you. I told her to tell you that I was doing a video and you called soon after I said that to her. So you getting off now or you working late? Oh, you on your way? Yay. Okay. What's wrong? Everything? What? What's going on? Huh? Disgusted. Busted? What do you mean? No, you not. Okay. Okay. Uh, you had a rough day today? Oh, all right. Well, come on home, bro. Mama got you. You sound like a little kid. All right, boo. Okay, love you. Okay, bye bye. 10 minutes, y'all. I am so sorry, but this look. Check this out. Anyway, it is what it is. Okay, this is real life. Okay, this is if that was too rude and oh bitch, you could have got. Look, next channel. Bye. Exit stage right, cause I do me over here. Okay, you heard me. Okay, word. All right. Anyway, so let me just say this real quick. When you're dealing with somebody, okay, like y'all. Well, it's been a few times that my husband has called, and you always hear me say I love you at the end. Hopefully, you always heard me say that because I try to make sure that I say that anytime that I talk to him, except for when I'm mad. And that's kind of fucked up because you really got to watch that about being mad with somebody over the phone because they may not make it home. But I'm human, I've gotten mad with my husband before on the phone and hung up on his motherfucking ass, and he didn't hung up on my motherfucking ass, and all that shit. But if at all possible, if you could try not to do that because you never know when somebody gonna make it home. I'm telling you from personal experience, okay? I was widowed before I was 40 years old. My husband said he was on his way home and I never seen him anymore. Period. When he hung up the phone for me that afternoon, he got off at like 5 or 6 o'clock, whatever the time was. And he hung up and I was fixing his favorite meal and we laughed and I told him I love him. He loved me, even though he was on his way home. That's just how we communicated. And I never seen him ever again, other than in a morgue. So, so my point is, just try to make whatever lasting, whatever conversation you have with your mate. Try not to go to bed angry because you never know when you're not going to wake up the next morning. And how would you feel if your spouse or your fiance or somebody you love died and y'all were on bad terms or y'all had an argument and you didn't get a chance to say, I'm sorry, I love you, or whatever? I thank God like a whole lot that the moment that I just thank God that I had not just had an argument with my husband, my late husband, because he's deceased. I thank God that I did not have an argument with my late husband or that we ended our conversation that day while he was at work on bad terms. Because that I would have felt that guilt like for the rest of my life. That the last thing or the last correspondence that we had was with each other was anger and fussing and fighting and cussing and hanging up on each other, whatever. I can honestly say the last 3 or 4 days of his life, it was all good. It was almost like, now I'm sidetracked because I'm supposed to be talking about something else, but okay, it's a reason for everything. Maybe this will just be a long vlog. But sometimes you know how you say, I wonder if that person knew they were gonna go, because my husband, my late husband, so that you don't get confused, I have a husband now, but my late husband, he was a person that he went to work every day. Okay, he didn't miss work just because he really had to be sick in order to miss work. Other than that, he was a person that went to work every single day. And for some reason, the 3 days prior to him leaving this earth, he took off from work. And at the time, I didn't think anything of it. I knew that it was different that he would do that, but I was happy. Like, he said, I just want to take off so we could just spend some time together, because our kids were both in school all day. That was the first year that both of our children were in school all day. And he was like, the kids, once we take the kids, I just want to spend some time with you. And he took off the first 2 days. I'm sorry, not 3 days. He took off 2 days. The first day, bam, fine. I thought he was going to go to work the next day. We were actually in Walmart the day before. The day before he took off the next day. And we were in line and he was saying, you know what, I think I'm going to stay home tomorrow so we can, just chill again. Spend some time together. And I was like, oh, okay. Because, this is 2 days now. So I'm like, oh, okay. But I was like, oh, okay, yeah, because I was good. I was good with that. And, but he was like, but I'm going to go ahead and call my boss now, tonight. Instead of waiting till in the morning to call your boss and say you're not going to make it. He had his boss' first personal number because they were kind of close. And he called him while we were in the Walmart line to tell him he wasn't coming in the next day. So, yeah, in hindsight, looking back, I'm like, wow, because that was so strange for him to miss work like that. And he missed those 2 days, and we had the best days of our life. We spent time, we laughed. It was no argument. It was nothing. It was just all good. He went to work that next day. I'll never forget, he kissed me goodbye because that was something we did. He gave me a kiss in the morning before he went to work. He kissed me when he got home from work. And he gave me a kiss, and he went to work. I remember seeing him pull off because I would always wait to see him pull off in the car. And, that was it. That was it. Okay. I never seen him ever again. And in hindsight, looking back, I'm like, wow, I wonder if he knew. I wonder if he knew. Because he died 3 days after, not 3 days. He died a week after our daughter turned 5. She was 4, and she turned 5, and we took her to Chuck E. Cheese, and she had a blast. It was lovely. And so he lived long enough to see her turn 5 years old. A week later, he was gone. So anyway, so me telling my husband I loved him just now, and I'll see you. Whenever my husband says, okay, I'll see you shortly, I don't like that because that's exactly what my late husband said. He said, I'll see you in 5 minutes. Now, it always took him about 15 minutes to get home. But he said, I'll see you in 5 minutes. And we laughed. I was like, yeah, right. Because it never took him 5 minutes. And we hung up, and I never heard his voice again, ever. And, he had his own phone line and desk at his job. And he had his own recording of his voice on his voicemail at his job. And that night, after I found out everything and I was alone by myself, all the family, everybody had left my house that night and the kids were in the bed. And I just wanted to hear his voice one more time. I just wanted to hear his voice. And I didn't have any saved messages on my phone to go back to just to hear his voice. And I thought, his work phone. And can you believe that when I called his work number, that voicemail would not pick up? And I tried, over 100 times. Maybe I'm exaggerating. But I kept calling his work phone, just wanting to hear that voicemail come on, to hear his voice. And it wouldn't come on. So I'm thinking, now, God knew that I didn't need that at that time. I didn't need that. I wanted that. Sometimes you want things that you really don't need. And you don't know that that's just a want and not a need. I felt like I needed to hear his voice. But the Lord, maybe he knew I couldn't handle that. You know what I'm saying? But it was just strange that voicemail would, if come on any other time, that voicemail literally would not come on. It just rang and rang and rang and rang. So, okay, let me move on. Because how you going to put on eyelashes, bitch, and start crying on fresh eyelashes? First time ever. Wow. So, all right, y'all. So, let me just say this real quick. And maybe I'll have to come back and do another video. I was in my feelings and feeling some kind of way because y'all remember yesterday. For those of you who've seen yesterday's vlog, if you haven't, go back into the archives. If not, it will be linked below. And I was talking about, I did a story time about a guy, one of my children's fathers that I was with, and he never married me. He kept getting engaged to me, getting me new rings, but never married me. I called them hush rings. Okay. Ironically, late last night, I couldn't sleep. And I can't even go into why I couldn't sleep. I would love to be able to get into all that, but this shit gonna be 2 hours long because y'all know I get sidetracked. So, let me get myself together because that was tough right there. Well, anyway, so I was up. I couldn't really sleep really good. Thanks to my husband, okay? But anyway, that's a whole nother story. So anyway, I'm sorry, y'all, and I'm not usually lost for words, but I'm sorry. Talking about my late husband like that, it just brought back all the memories of that. It's like it was yesterday when they knocked on my door. So anyway, lo and behold, after doing that video yesterday and talking about my own personal experience, I watched one of my favorite vloggers. There's many of them, but this young lady, I've been watching her for a while, and found out that her and her boyfriend broke. I was shocked. Well, I hadn't seen her in a while, and I thought about her for some reason. Late last night, I was up and I thought about her, and I said, "Oh, wonder what?" Because I watched quite a few people. So I may not recognize right away if somebody gets missing for a month or so. Some people, yeah, I'll know immediately. But some people, it might take me a minute. Say, wait a minute, I ain't seen so-and-so in a while. Because I watch a lot of people. So that's just normal. And I said, I ain't seen her in a while. And I noticed she was going through a hair journey situation. And I said, Dad, it's been a while since I seen her. I wonder what's going on with her hair. Because she did a big chop. And I know I'm in an in-between stage after my big chop. And I'm like, let me go check her out and see what she doing. You know, with her hair and all that kind of stuff. And child, I went over there and she had not up. The reason why I hadn't seen it, I'm still subscribed to her. But the reason why she hadn't popped up in my vlog, in my channel feed is because she hadn't uploaded in a few weeks. So I said, well, let me go back and see. Maybe I missed some of her vlogs just to see what was going on the last time she came on. Maybe she said something about why she wasn't on it. And child, come to find out she had broke up with her boyfriend. I'm telling you, if that thing didn't hurt me as though that was my goddamn man, child, I give up. Okay? When you watch somebody and you follow them for a while, for instance, if you been watching somebody for a few years and they have a baby and they vlog on a regular basis, you almost feel like you grow up with that person and their family and their children. You almost feel like, especially like I said, if they are a vlogger who vlogs their life and they share a lot of their life, you actually feel like you know them, and you actually watch their kids grow up, and for some reason, if when they go through something, you feel it personally. That's just my personal experience. Now, when I watched her and I saw that video, and she was saying her and her boyfriend broke up after being together for 11 years. I mean, I felt some kind of way about that thing because she was with him for 11 years and he never married her. And she didn't go into the details as to why they broke up, but she did say that, you know, she wants a family and she wants to be married. So I was thinking, well, maybe he wasn't ready for that. And she's getting up in age and she don't want to miss her opportunity to have a husband and children if that's what she wants, if that's not where he is at that moment. But the reason why I got my feelings about it was because it's like, wow, that was 11 years of wasted time. And I'm sure at some point in the beginning, she thought that by now they would be had kids and married. And I even felt like that was going to happen eventually. Because when I started watching her, she was just, well, I didn't know how long she had been with the guy. I just knew that was her boyfriend. And if you watch a person for a few years, you think that eventually, if they're still with that guy, eventually they're going to get married, they're going to have a baby. And you'd be like, oh, and you just really feel like you're a part of the family. So the fact that I've been watching her for 3 years, that's not a long time. I didn't know how long she had been with her boyfriend, but I knew for the last 3 years she's been with him, and I thought things were good. And I'm looking forward to babies, and I'm looking forward to weddings and babies. People always, oh, when you gonna get married? When you gonna have a kid so you can vlog it so we can be a part of that? I was one of them people, and to hear that they broke up, and then I was just shocked that they was together 11 years. I never knew that. She never mentioned that in the vlogs that I've ever watched. I'm sure, may have met. Matter of fact, some people who maybe been following her longer, they're really hurt. You can go in the comments section and see how hurt people are about it. It's like, wow. So after hearing that it had been 11 years, I was just like, what a waste. That was 11 years worth of wasted time. Granted, she probably learned a million lessons from that situation, but that's 11 years of not being legitimized, meaning him never marrying her. Like I was telling y'all yesterday, that could be a low blow to a woman's self-esteem, to know that you spend that much time with a man and maybe it came down to an ultimatum and he chose the way out. Instead of him saying, well, I really love her 11 years, I don't want to throw that away just because I don't want to get married. And if she's saying either we get married or it's no sense in me wasting my time here, then shit, I'm going to go ahead and get married. But he took the high road or the low road, whatever the road. He took the road that meant that they were going to go this way. And I'm like, how do you just throw away 11 years like that? You didn't love her enough to marry her after 11 years. So I was hurt. I'm telling you, I was hurt about that. And I was hurt, and I left her a comment. It was very nice. Nothing towards either one of them, because I don't know what the dynamics of their relationship was. But I personally felt hurt because here's some of the scenarios that play out in situations like that. I'm not saying that's going to happen with her situation, but here's sometimes what I've heard a lot. People spend years going through the ups and downs, the ins and outs, the everything with a man for umpteen years, okay? And then he end up not marrying her, not legitimizing her. They split part ways. They go their separate ways. He'll get with another chick and marry her within the first year. Whew. You're talking about a low blow to your self-esteem. So I really felt bad for her because I'm like, she's 11 years and he never gave her what she really wanted, which was he never asked her for her hand in marriage and never gave her any kids. And she's going to be very hurt if he moves on and marries the next person just like that. As a woman, that's going to hurt. That's going to hurt my goddamn feelings. And like I told her, that's going to hurt my feelings if he move on and get married just like that. I said, that ain't even my goddamn man, and my shit going to be tore the fuck up, okay? So yeah, anyway, y'all, 28 minutes in. But I had to share that, it's a lot of breakups that go on YouTube. And if you follow that person through all their ups and downs and journeys, you feel some kind of way when they break up. I'm not mad at him or her. I don't know what his reasons was. I don't know what her reasons was. I don't know why she waited 11 years for a man that clearly wasn't trying to marry her. I don't know why he strung her along for 11 years. I don't know the dynamics of them people's relationships, so I'm not judging it. The reason I'm talking about it is because that hurt my damn feelings. Okay? I was hurt. Like, I felt bad for both of them. I'm like, damn, can we work this out? 11 years. I hate to see 11 years go to waste. And I could kind of see the hurt in her eyes, in his eyes, because they did like a video together, even though they broke up. And I thought that was so sad, but I give them credit. Like, they were very mature about the situation. They were so mature about the situation. She handling that shit well, but I could see the hurt as a female that I wasn't good enough. But, if she ever watches my video, I'd like to tell her this. And for anybody else out there. Because that can make you feel like you're not good enough. That can really tear your self-esteem down as a woman if you're not strong. to spend that much time with someone and they don't marry you and then get with somebody else and boom, married. So here's a little quote. No matter how good of a woman you are, you will never be good enough to a man who isn't ready. So that, hopefully if she ever sees this video, she can see that maybe that'll help her. Because I'm sure as a woman, she got to be feeling some kind of way if she gave him an ultimatum and his decision was, I'm sorry, I ain't gonna be able to do it. So, and then here's another one. Here's another quote. I'm doing a video. And the quote said, ooh, wow, boo. Say hi to my people.
Hey, niggas.
So here's the quote. Another quote. If he wanted to, he would have. Okay? Never beg a man for the things you know you deserve. The right man will give you everything you deserve and everything you never knew about. Okay? So those are just two quotes for anybody who's ever been through that. Maybe somebody today is going through that situation. But yeah, ladies, don't be too hard on yourselves. With situations like that happen, and the main advice that I can give is don't give a man that many years of your time. Okay? If you are a woman who wants to be married. Now, if you don't want to be married and you good just, shacking up or whatever, then fine, do you. But if you are a woman that desires to be married and have kids and have a family and you've been with this guy and he ain't acting like that's what's up, don't waste your time. Don't waste your years. Okay? Move on. Because my thing is this. A man pretty much knows within the first year or two, I'll just give it or two, he knows whether or not you are marriage material and whether or not he want to marry you and have kids with you, okay? It don't take years and years and years. Within the first year or two, he know, okay? So just use that as a guide. If you've been with somebody and you've been wanting to get married and it's been over 2 years, and if he keeps putting the date off further and further, like the guy, I was with, every time the time would get close, he would never give me a date. He would give me a ring, but never give me a date. The date would be like far off. Oh, well, maybe around whatever, but never in a date, a month. It was just like a far off. And then when the time would get closer, he would get me a new ring, which means a new engagement, which means another year, So luckily, I didn't spend 10 years going through that. But I could have because I was young and dumb. But, yeah. So I just wanted to throw that out there for someone. But, yeah, I know that y'all can feel me on that. When you watch somebody on YouTube for a while, you kind of feel like you are a part of their life and their family. And when they go through stuff, it hurts your heart. And I'm hurt. I'm hurt for her. And I'm looking forward to, once she gets past this and move on. And eventually I can see a wedding and kids and stuff, down the line. But, yeah, so I was just in my feelings and feeling some kind of way. So, all right, y'all, that's it. My husband just came home, child. Let me get off of here, girl, because I got to spend time with my husband. I'm going to let him get relaxed. Because I told y'all don't bombard the man now. Let him relax. Let him unwind a little bit. Then you go in there with all your shenanigans or whatever the case may be. All right, y'all. 34 minutes of a vlog. I got to go. Almost messed up my first time. Beautiful lashes, but it would have been okay. That would have been a cry that was okay. Because my late husband will always be in my heart. Always. And when I look at his children, I can never forget him. Because those kids, maybe that's why baby mamas be acting such a fool. Because you cannot look at your kids and not see their dad. Either in their mannerisms, either in their looks, maybe the way they chewed, maybe the way they said something, maybe their facial expression at that moment. It will remind you of who they came from. And some women, you know, are mean to kids because you remind me of your no good, sorry ass dad, well, father, whatever. You know, that's a whole nother story anyway, girl. Bye. I hope I help somebody, and I hope y'all learned something. And you know, take care, and I will see y'all on the next video, child. Girl, only if it's the Lord's will. And stay tuned, child, for the application of these lashes, girl. Because I'm still new, but I learned some stuff, and I want to share it with y'all, girl. That's going to be interesting, girl, because if y'all would have seen me fumbling around for over an hour, okay, fumbling with this glue, and oh, girl, I had glue every goddamn way. Okay, girl, bye. What?